Converting DisplayPort and or HDMI to DVD. Newer Radeon video cards come with 4 ports standard. DV, X2, HDMI, DisplayPort. If I want to run 3 24" monitors, all of which are DV only, from this video card, is it possible to convert either the HDMI or DisplayPort to DV? If so, how? And which one is easier / cheaper to convert? I did a little research and it looks like there isn't a simple dongle method. I found this DisplayPort to DVD dual link adapter, but it's $120, almost cheaper to buy a new monitor that supports HDMI or DisplayPort inputs at that point. There's also a HDMI to DVD adapter at mono price, but I'm not sure it will work, either. AnandTech seems to imply that you do need the DisplayPort to DV. The only catch to this specific port layout is that the card still only has enough TMDS transmitters for 2 ports. So you can use 2xDV or 1xDV plus HDMI, but not 2xDV plus HDMI. For 3 DV-derived ports, you will need an active DisplayPort to DV adapter.
From what I heard, the cheap adapters don't work because you need something that generates an TDMS signal. The cheap adapters expect the source to already support a TDMS signal and more or less just convert mechanically. I have a post here. I ended up buying a $100 Dell adapter which works, but fails whenever power savings comes into play. I basically have to unplug/replug to reset the adapter. In hindsight, I would have bought a DisplayPort monitor or a second card. Both options would have been cheaper and less problematic than the adapter, but I already had 3 screens. Edit, after 2 weeks, I really regret it. The adapter just crashes after some time, black screen, sometimes it turns on, off. My monitor always stays on, so it's the adapter not generating a picture signal anymore. I'll try a USB charger next as they hopefully have more power, but I now really regret not getting a DP monitor instead. Video of DisplayPort the adapter suckage, this URL.
If you can live with 1920 by 1200 resolution, HDMI to DV cables for $20 plus. DisplayPort to DV cable for $30 plus. If you want 2560 by 1600, you need an active adapter.
Yeah, the way the Radeon hardware works is that one display circuitry drives both the DV2 and the HDMI port. So you can't have them both hooked up at the same time. Therefore, to get 3 monitors, you have to do DV plus DisplayPort, or DV plus HDMI plus DisplayPort. DV plus HDMI is unfortunately not an option. I believe the DisplayPort to VGA adapters for $20 should work, if you can live with an analog signal on your third monitor that's limited to 1920 by 1080 or 1920 by 1200. Most monitors are this size or smaller anyway still. The reviews on Monoprice show it worked for 3 people with this card, but did not work for 1 person with this card.
This is a more general answer regarding being able to use HDMI to DV adapters and ignoring your specific problem, described on the AnandTech page you linked to, paragraph starting with making 4 ports fit on a card. With my graphics card, GeForce GTX 275, I got an HDMI to DV adapter which looks like the HDMI male to DVD female adapter at monoprice.com and works fine. So unless there is a limitation like you have it, an HDMI to DV adapter should work, too.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.